Okay, so thank you very much for allowing me to do this video recording as I'm losing my voice. And so explaining things to you will also explain and help things for my patients going forward. So I'd like to give you some education, and which I think is very valuable. And so, we're talking about cannabinoids for treatment, okay? And you have experience or not. So cannabinoids are found in the plant kingdom, and they're found in the animal kingdom also. So there's hundreds in the plant kingdom and 2 cannabinoids in the animal kingdom. And when I'm saying animal kingdom, I'm saying all mammals make cannabinoids at all times. And we make it during times of bliss and times of stress. And we do it constantly. And when we make it, it lasts 10 minutes. And we make more when we need more. It's kind of on demand, okay? So we make cannabinoids, and the cannabinoids we make are very molecularly similar to CBD and THC in the plant. Molecularly similar. In fact, the anandamide and 2-AG that you make, that all mammals make, including me, you, and your little doggy, is this anandamide is molecularly similar to THC. And so we make like a THC constantly. And so when we make it during times of bliss and stress, it lasts 10 minutes and we make more, lands on the nerve and calms the nerve down, okay? And then we need more. So animal kingdom, we make it already. Plant kingdom, there's hundreds of cannabinoids in the plant kingdom, and they're found in all kinds of plants like daisies, sunflowers, cacao trees, chocolate, okay, comes from cacao trees, and the cannabis plant. And so they just extract pure, isolated CBD and THC out of the medicine, out of the plant, in isolated form, okay? It's done for you, basically. When you eat a salad or you eat a burger, you eat food, your body breaks it down to its individual isolated components, and then your body knows where to use it. This will be no different. Your body will know where it goes, okay? So 10 minutes, when you make it, when you take this in an edible formulation like an oil and you put it in your mouth and savor it for 3 minutes, setting a watch, you will absorb this and last 4 to 6 hours. So we do a constant dosing, AM, midday, and 1 hour before bed dosing. Why? Because 1 hour it takes for the medicine to reach its zenith to put you into a restful state so sleep can occur, so you can fall asleep and stay asleep and wake up sharp. That's the best dose in the whole world, okay? That'll be our guide. Your night dose is different than your day. Your daytime will do AM and midday, but we want to be able to be sharp also. So we want to be able to fire weapons, take care of kids, drive a car at all times. And that, it means no impairment in the day. And so we'll adjust the dose according to that, okay? So bliss and stress, when you make it, I'll give you an example, is you look at a beautiful view and you go, wow, this is amazing. Like my office is like, it feels good to me. You pet an animal, okay? You hug someone you love or work out and exercise, eat chocolate, and you go, man, I feel great. So guess what you're releasing? You're releasing your cannabinoids, okay? Your anandamide that lasts 10 minutes, you make more when you need more. And those individuals who hug a lot of people, pet animals, care for them, care for children, hug people at church, yoga, meditate, work out, go for walks, they can call upon more of it than you. And they're good at it, but it goes to a point only of supply and demand, which I'll explain, okay? So this 3 times a day dosing is very pivotal because I want the medicine to be there constantly all the time. If I'm treating diabetes or high blood pressure, guess what? I'm gonna treat you all the time, okay? Constantly, whether you're at work, at home, at school, at church, okay? All the time. This daytime dosing that we're going to do with no impairment, because we have to live our lives. We have to be able to take care of kids and go to work and think. My first responders have to be able to do their craft with no impairment. This is pivotal part of our program, this no impairment. It's kind of like, and I explain this to patients, like taking a Z-Pack. You know, like I'm a doctor, I'm going to give you a Z-Pack, right, for pneumonia. You go pick it up at CVS, you bring it home, follow my instructions. When you take it, you could, drive to HEB. You could fire a weapon. You take care of your child. You feel nothing, but your pneumonia is better and gone in the background. So this is the balance that we're going to achieve with that. So when this medicine goes inside your body, okay, where does it go? Well, I intimated it goes to the nerves. That's how your whole body works. Everything. Your automatic systems work with your nerves talking constantly in a rapid language, okay, with a messaging system. And so this is cardiopulmonary, this is your immunity, this is your digestion, like I said, breaking things down to their individual parts. And, and for this process, okay, the cannabinoids system in your body, it's automatic. So nerves talk with a rapid system, hand in the fire, I gotta move it, talk fast, okay? So a message has to go from one nerve to the other, and we call those neurotransmitters. So when the message goes from one nerve to the other quickly, it lands on the right address and mailbox. We call that a receptor, okay? So it gets inside the nerve so the nerve can calm down, do its job. So when we're hurting, okay, pain, help me, to the other nerves, it's communicating. Help me, I've got cancer or PTSD or seizures or Parkinson's, I can't feed myself, help, 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 or immune attack. And the nerves go, what do you need? Send me some stuff. So it sends you stuff. It sends you endorphins, which we know about. That's our natural morphine, lands on the nerve, okay, on the opioid receptor. It sends your anandamide, which is like your THC, and that lands on the cannabinoid receptor. And you make it last 10 minutes, you make more when you need more, okay, on demand. Cannabinoid receptor, dopamine, serotonin, GABA. This is where alcohol lands. This is where gabapentin lands, and anxiety medicine lands right here. Gets inside the nerve calms down, sends a signal to the other nerves and says, hey, I'm good, thank you. And that's called good communication. Supply-demand balance is perfect, okay? So when this supply-demand balance is occurring, you're in homeostasis in perfect form, okay? But when a nerve is hurting, help me, immune attack again, Parkinson's, PTSD, severe pain, I am helping you. Wait, but you're not helping enough. And that's called demand is outstripping supply. So what do we do in the medical community when that happens? We replace what you're missing, but not more than you need, because you don't need more, right? Low thyroid, for example. I'm going to give you the right amount if you have it. I'm a doctor. Here's some thyroid medicine, but I'm not going to give you more than you need because, well, side effects. We don't want that. And if you don't have enough thyroid, then that sucks. You'll have symptoms. So I want the exact amount. Same thing with testosterone or B12 or insulin. I'm not going to give you too much, right? In the medical community, I'm going to give you what you need. I want that balance. Perfect. The same is with cannabinoids. We're going to give you the right amount so your body functions with the nerves talking perfectly. We can do too much, and people do that, and that's not wrong at all. But it's not right to treat the medical condition because now you have impairment, intoxication, and side effects. Well, we don't want that. We got to function. So we want the right amount. Not enough, disease. Right amount, supply demand. So do you understand these principles? Okay?
Absolutely.
So cannabinoids are in the plants and the animals. They understand each other. They communicate. Okay? This isn't magic. This is physiology and science we're using. And we're being very thoughtful and analytical in the process. You're different than everyone else. You have glasses, maybe, okay, or not. But I don't go, hey, look, you can't read your iPhone. These are perfect. I read books and drive a car. Here you go. So one-stop shopping doesn't work for this condition, for the treatment, is we need to individualize yours, okay? So this is how we're gonna do it. We're gonna do 2 different dosing schemes, and you don't have to write this down because we send you your patient encounter with your instructions. You will always get your instructions from us and our team, okay? So you're gonna meet Giselle, she's amazing. You're gonna meet Joseph and Lance. I trust all of them with my life, and they're gonna help you navigate and strategize. And so Giselle, she's a nurse practitioner. She's a nurse extraordinaire for many years, worked in the community, critical care, internal medicine, everywhere in the system. And she focuses a lot of her career on hormone replacement therapy. So she's very attuned about the dosing, about how it needs to be in balance. She does that already. And so she'll do the same thing with cannabis, with you. Joseph was a private nurse to George and Barbara Bush, the President of the United States of America, before they died. So he's amazing. They loved him. He's gonna help you navigate. He was a Marine. And then Lance is a charge nurse at Methodist who's amazing. And he was, he knows how to navigate this and treat you very well. So that's our team. You're gonna get to know us with time. We get to know you. We think that's better medicine that way, okay? And so they will do follow-ups and I will too, okay? All the decisions will always come from me and our office only. And that is all your instructions. So you don't follow the dispensary or anybody else. You follow just our instructions. So 2 different dosing schemes, nighttime and a daytime dosing. Nighttime is going to be 1-to-1 ratio of CBD and THC, 1-to-1. Daytime is going to be 3-to-1 ratio of CBD and THC on purpose. Why do we do that? Because CBD works great, okay? THC works great, but we want to have a good entourage effect. And number 2, there's less chance for impairment when I have CBD in that combination with THC. So it's a good starting dose for the day to figure out the dosing, safe dose, okay? We're gonna do very small doses initially on all doses, and then we're gonna challenge that every 3 days, okay? To see where you are, okay? We want you to challenge that because we wanna find that perfect dose because we don't want too much. So if you start going to challenge and you feel something, well, we don't want you to in the day, okay? The night is different. In the daytime, we call it like a Benadryl effect, sleepy, foggy, drowsy, not the sharpest knife in the drawer. You'll notice when you're having conversation or you feel a little dizzy or dry mouth, well, that dose is too much, so you're gonna stop, okay? And we're gonna treat under that dose perfectly. So we're gonna start with a 1/4 dropper full under your tongue, okay? But you can swish it around in your mouth. You don't have to put it under your tongue. Just put it in your mouth, 3 minutes, set a watch, savor it, swish around, eat before or after, totally acceptable, okay? Every time. And that helps mitigate tummy issues if people get them. Mostly you don't because we eat oil and food all day and we don't get tummy issues. So you're absorbing it here in your mucous membranes rather than going through digestion, and the combustible process is a very measurable and predictable process. With this, use the green dropper. It has little markings, okay? 3 minutes, okay, set a watch. 1/4 dropper full for all your doses, AM, midday, 1 hour before bed, okay? Then you're gonna go, okay, well, I don't feel anything. Perfect. Remember the Z-Pack, okay? I don't want you to feel anything. So then you challenge, and in bigger jumps initially, and afterwards, tiny jumps, okay? So the bigger jumps initially is go from 1/4 to 1/2 in 3 days, okay? Perfect. then 3/4, 3 days, and then a full. But not beyond a full ever, unless you're instructed to do so, because you're not ready, okay? So not beyond a full. So as you're going up and you go, okay, for example, I'm at a half and I feel I can fire a weapon, take care of a kid, and drive a car, I'm ready for the next challenge. If you go up to 3/4 and you go, whoa, I kind of noticed something, like those effects. Those are side effects. Stop. Go back down to the dose where it didn't do that. And that's perfect because we can now refine the dose, measurable, predictable medicine, concentrated. So you're going to go from 0.5 to 0.6 for 3 days, and then 0.7 for 3 days, just below the Benadryl effect. This is your perfect pivotal dosing. Now, I don't care about the symptoms actually the first month, because we need to navigate this perfectly. Because when we do, now medical treatment is easy. Once we find that, your dose is easy. Just like if I'm giving you glasses and here's some readers, ma'am, and you put them on and you go, well, I can't read. Yeah, it helps a little, I can't read. So then we have to keep going up on the readers until we find your perfect, wow, I can read. And that's what we want. We don't want too strong glasses, because then, yeah, I can see far, but I can't read my computer, you know? So let's get it perfect. So once we have that, the first month, the second month, you turn the corner. Third month, graduate from our program with your grade and goals. So what does graduation mean? We'll talk about that later, but it means that you met your goals, you learned how to navigate this pivotal dose, and you've learned how to use discernment in the medicine without any issues, and then we follow up with you in 3 months. We refill your medicine for 3 months, follow up, touch base. If you're doing great, then we see you in 6 months. We are always available for communication and questions. So communicate with Mallory and Shara. They will help. They're a conduit to us, the team. And so we'll help you navigate. We also commit to fitting you in if there's crisis. Okay? Now, it takes time to discover the medicines. We do our follow-ups. But if there's crisis, you break your hip, you're hospitalized, you have loss in the family, you're in severe crisis more than normal, okay? Then we need to help you navigate that kind of quickly. So communicate, we'll swoop in and we'll visit with our patients earlier than their follow-up, okay?
Okay.
Occasionally, I will do what's called a non-cost call to my patients that may or may not be in crisis or that are very complicated, okay? I have hospice patients and other complicated patients. So I want to commit to them being available. But we actually need a period of time. We call it observation. This is a powerful tool in medicine. We observe how you're doing, and then we see how you're doing over here. And then we compare, okay? So you have a grade now, okay? And then we regrade you to go, how are you comparing? And so this observation tool is very important and to navigate the medicine, okay? So do you understand everything that I'm telling you?
I do.
Okay, good. We're going to send you your instructions. We will order your prescription today. It's available tomorrow, okay? Mallory and Shara can talk to you about all the logistics of how to achieve your medicine. But I want to tell you, it's great to meet you, and I'm looking forward to this journey. We're going to walk this walk with you, and you're going to do
Thank
great.
you very much. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I can already see the noticeable difference between Brian. So
you're going to do great.
I'm hoping for the same. Thank you.
Okay, so we look forward to next visit, and take care. We'll talk to you soon.
Sounds great.